Hello, it's Tammy, Plays Well with Paper from the Whimsy Stamps Halloweeners design team. Today I've gathered some really fun Whimsy Stamps products to make a Halloween card. And the first one I want to talk about is this Floral Stairway stamp from Whimsy. It's a red rubber stamp, and I know it's not Halloween, and it's not even in the Halloween section, but it is a stamp that I have looked at for quite some time and decided today is the day. I'm going to use this for my Halloween card. Now, because it's such a small stamp, it's going to need a mat, and so I've chosen the vintage wallpaper red rubber stamp to be my border on the base of the card, and so I think that's going to look really great with this stairwell. Now, of course, I need something coming down the stairwell that's kind of Halloween-y, and so I picked the Handmade Monsters clear stamps. It's a 3x4 clear stamp set, and I think that this vampire lady will look really great walking down the stairwell. And then I also thought these little ghosts from the Spirited Sentiments clear stamp set would do well as would be cute as well. So I pulled both of those, and I think I'm going to probably make two cards today using both of these. So I'm inviting you to come along with me, and let's go ahead and let's get making. So I began by taking some mixed media heavy stock. It is from Tim Holtz and Ranger Ink, and I am blending some Distress ink on it with a blending foam. And so this color is Chip Sapphire, and the other base I made with a Stormy Sky. It's a little more of a green blue. So I have my vintage wallpaper stamp out, and I'm inking it up with Black Soot Distress Oxide. This is going to give it not such an in-your-face black image. It is going to be more of a distressed faded image, and so that's the look I was going for. Now, I didn't blend in the center because my image that I'm stamping now is going to be covering that, so I didn't need to go to that trouble. Now, here's the Distress Mixed Media Heavy Stock, and you can see it is a little bit yellow. I prefer this, even though it affects the color of my inks and things that I put over it, because it really works well with all of the distress products that I have and that I use. So I'm choosing that today. It also will give it kind of that vintagey antique look that I want. So that's why I used it for my card base, and I'm using it for stamping. So I have my stamp platform set up, and I am getting my Floral Stairway stamp ready to go and to stamp on there. I am going to be stamping with Black Soot Distress Archival ink. This is not an ink that you want to use if you are going to be coloring with alcohol ink markers like Copic or something like that. But because I'm watercoloring with Distress inks, Chip Sapphire, Stormy Sky, Pumice Stone, and Scorched Timber are the colors I'm using to color this in with a water brush. The Distress Archival works perfectly fine because it is an oil base, and so it will not run with my watercoloring and my Distress inks. Now, once I get the watercoloring done, I'm going around the edges, and I want to kind of give it a shadowy look, a dark shadowy look around there, so that whoever's coming down the stairs is kind of coming out of the shadows. So I have blended some hickory smoke, and now I'm going in with a little chipped sapphire, and on the second one, I went in with a little bit of the Stormy Sky. Here I am stamping the vampire lady, and you can see that her face is a little bit dark, so I'll talk later about how I remedied that to make her stand out more. And now I wanted to put a sentiment on, so I cut out 5 of the sentiments from the Chills, Goosebumps, Shivers word dies. And this is one way that I stack them. I put glue on them and then stack them all up. And then for the shivers, I sprayed it with Distress Resist spray, and that made it kind of shiny. And for the second sentiment, I cut out 5, but before I did, I cut them out of black heavy stock, and I ran pieces of heavy stock through my Xyron, as you can see, and I put the sticker backing on the paper. Then I cut them out and I stacked them, and that went much, much faster. I think I'm going to do this from now on when I'm stacking my sentiments because it just really was so much faster and easier. Now I decided on this one that I wanted some little cobwebs in the corners, and so I reached for the Fuzzy Spiders stamp set, and I decided that would look pretty good. So I just grabbed something, my ruler, so that I could stamp those in the corners very quickly. And I am using Lost Shadow Distress Oxide ink to stamp those up and to put them on there so they kind of look like dusty cobwebs. Now for this cobweb that has the little spider on it, I just wanted one side of it, so I wiped the ink off and tried to make it look like it was on that pillar and coming down onto the stairwell. And now I'm going to add my sentiment. And the little ghosts I stamped onto vellum, but first I ran the vellum also through my Xyron, and then I stamped them and cut them out so that they would be transparent and you would see the stairs through them. Both of the cards, I popped the stairwell section up onto the background, and then I added some raven pearl embellishments from This Calls for Confetti. Well, here they are, and I just love them. I think they are fabulous. I love the stairs. I love that you can put different things coming down the stairs. I mean, really, it's up to you what you decide to put coming down those stairs. But how fun is this with the vampire lady walking down from way up at the top of the stairs? Love that forced perspective. And she was really blending into the background, and so you can see that I added just a little bit of water to her face and dabbed it off, and that really made her stand out by removing that ink. And then these cute little ghosts from the Spirited Sentiment. They are so fun and just add that little touch of whimsy and fun to a Halloween card. Now, remember, I used my Xyron, I ran some vellum through it, and then stamped them and cut them out. And then I put them going up the stairs by size, and that is another forced perspective trick that makes it seem like the stairwell is going back and up. And then those fuzzy spiders cobwebs that I put on there just add that little bit of kind of creepiness and also like they are old dusty cobwebs. And then from the Chills word set, I have my sentiments, and the one with the ghost is just from Black Heavy Stock, and then the shivers I used the Distress Resist spray to make it shiny. And also, I really loved using the Xyron to put that chills together. I finished it off with those little bits from This Calls for Confetti. And for the outside border and also for the stamped area, I used these wonky rectangle dies to cut, and they add a little bit of stitching and just made it really easy to cut those out and finish them up. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching my video today, making these two cards. And if you would like any of these products for making your own, they are in the description for this video. Please like, please comment. We'd love to hear from you and see what you think about these cards. And please be sure that you are following Whimsy Stamps on all of their social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube, so that you don't miss any of the amazing inspiration. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.